From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his second season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 6 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So for the Chargers, it's their first meeting this year against the AFC champs. And these two division rivals, they go back to the AFL days. But this, Charles, kind of a measuring stick game, you feel like, for a young Chargers team.
It certainly is, because when you match up with Kansas City, who is dominating.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He's got time in the pocket. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Byron Pringle now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You're talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Credit Melvin Ingram, able to get into the backfield and make the stop.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Draw play, it's Eckler. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And here's Hunter Nicewander now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. A first update now from Cleveland. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another huge season last year for Tyreek Hill, teaming up with Patrick Mahomes. Close to 1,300 yards receiving, 15 touchdowns as well, and that was second only to Davante Adams. We know about the big plays, also makes the dependable chain-moving catches as well.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 70 yards.
They've won 2 straight games. They have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. Butker now to kick this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second and 11 now. Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Now a second down and 6.
Here's Herbert.
And he'll find Ruggs on the right side.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on third down.
That play might not seem like much yardage-wise, but when you look at it maybe having to go 3 and out and punt the football again, it becomes an important conversion. Now the question, can they keep it going from here?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Chris Jones on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And Kansas City drafted McCall Hardman, hoping he could be something of a Tyreek Hill clone. They're still trying to find his exact niche. He did have 41 catches last year, and he makes a nice one there.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, Oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now here's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down and goal. Mahomes flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Going to get the kick off in time.
Delay game, offense.
Man, why are we doing this?
And that'll set them back 5. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Going to get the kick off in time.
Delay game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Certainly no gimme here on the PAT. They're backed up now to a 42-yard extra point try. It's good to make it 17-7. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
But Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds and the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Third and 2, Herbert.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Mahomes
Williams taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Williams.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal. Here's the option left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that will lead you into bigger errors. Austin Eckler got hurt last year and missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Herbert on 1st down now. He's got it to Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Play action. It's Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Herbert now. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's Eckler again. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete here.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. Caught by Allen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have the guy can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is Cook with a grab. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Reception here by Ruggs. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, Herbert, and complete right side to Cook. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Herbert hooking up with Cook for an LA first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 41, Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the bottom and after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now it's Herbert.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this